Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. This is time I'm not really playing. I'm not playing Pokemon. I am playing Pokemon, but not the Pokemon Emerald that I've been doing a playthrough of. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will. There have been some technical issues with the game, but hopefully I'll return tomorrow to with playing it. Today, I thought why not do a filler episode of me playing. Uh, Smogon or whatever, or known as a Pokemon Showdown. Essentially, those who do know it, it's basically an online free game where you play online with online people 1v1 online Pokemon battles, 1v1 2v2, almost every single type of unofficial meta game there is, like game you can play. It is on there. I don't know if you guys can see it or it's too blurry. I try my best to improve upon it, and so that everything's fine and nothing happens after this. I mean, what I mean is that uh, the video quality is good, so you guys aren't um, your guys' watch experience isn't destroyed or decreased by any of this. I'll try my best to improve upon it. Hopefully, in post production, this is much better. Because it is a bit blurry as I'm seeing on my other laptop as I'm recording this. Hopefully, this is fine at the end of the day. To be honest, there isn't much for me to talk about currently because like this is supposed to be a filler episode. One thing I did want to mention, last video isn't really my anniversary. Technically speaking, my first ever video on this channel was January 30th last year, which is my bad. I did not remember what my date, because I do remember like uploading around this time last year, but I believe I forgot why what I was when I actually started recording. I think at this point I took a break after a while because I was for some reason exhausted at recording this, or just plain on I would say I was more plain on lazy while recording those videos I was doing beforehand. But at the end of the day, I just want to clear about my, like, technically speaking, my anniversary was on January 30th, the YouTube anniversary of me just starting being 1 year on YouTube. Although it isn't proper 1 year because I didn't really do anything half a year and was just stopped recording. Uh, before, another thing I do want to mention, as you can see at the recording, in the game I'm playing, I'm like not particularly good. Uh, I'm not a particularly good player, but for some reason this guy quit halfway through. I believe he had to go somewhere. Whoever this guy was, like he just quit halfway through the game, so couldn't do much. The next game, like it does take a bit longer. Basically, what happened in the next game, you guys will see. It was particularly fun going till I think you'll see what happens as I'm talking through it. Yeah, I started with this Pokemon for some reason. I can't see the name. First, whatever this is, started with a Medicham. I can't, anyway, basically, yeah, I switched to a different Pokemon. No, I set up spikes here at this point, and he switches to this. Annihilate. He basically then I believe switch. No, I Thunder Wave here, and he uses Bulk Up. And I'm looking through my Pokemon to see like if I have any Pokemon that are strong against this guy. But I did find one Skarmory, as you can see. I will pick it right now. Oh no, I won't pick Skarmory before. I will pick this guy. He uses another Bulk Up here. And this was my own idiotic move. For I should have used Skarmory here. For some reason, I didn't. He'll probably use something else right now and one hit KO me. Yes, I skipped through that because I figured my idiotic move after the fact that I've already made. This is what I did. Basically, I should have done. I should have used Skarmory here. Uh, I believe I didn't do this. I used Brave Bird, and he uses he paralyzes. I believe no, he does use something. but it's more akin to like paralyzation. No, paralyzation doesn't happen right now. It happens later, but it is interesting. Yeah, I continuously use brave bird here, and yeah, he paralyzes twice right now, and I easily for some reason he should the other person should have changed by now. Like at this point, in my opinion, my opponent should have changed, but he didn't, and I used another brave bird and I won here this fight, which was particularly easy. For some reason, this person just did not change his Pokemon, even when he should have already changed his Pokemon. Now we're almost about the same level, although I have revealed one more Pokemon than the other person has. But yeah, he gives a gold luck here, I believe, and I switched to. I didn't have any electric type here, so I switched to I believe Samurott. Yeah, which was fun. Mm. He uses ice beam and doesn't have it. Like the game itself was pretty easy. I was frozen. I tried to use I don't know what I tried to use right now, but yeah I used sword dance, but I switched to Sunflora. This is where I do something like I use fire sunny day. Because that guy uses hurricane. I knew he would use a flying type move, so I mostly switched to a fire type, so it doesn't do that much damage. I use Sunny Day, and then I use Weather Ball on the left, which since it's Sunny Day up, it will switch to fire type mode, which instantly kills this person. Now I believe he switches to Golduck here. Yeah, and I should have probably switched back to Samurott here, but I for some reason was arrogant enough and I tried to use Solar Beam and I wasn't fast enough. But Sunflower did its job. I believe now I switch to Toxapex here, and he switches to something else. Yeah, he switches to Dragonite. I Toxapex. Now this is something I did, which was very funny. Like as you can see, I'll probably use Liquidation over here. Because I can't use it. Yeah, first of all, my computer was dying of battery right at that moment. I use Liquidation, I believe here. Yeah, I use it. He used DD Dragon Dance. I use Liquidation. It doesn't happen. Now, one thing I did here was use Haze. He will use another Dragon Dance. I used Haze, which just set our 1 to 0. I think now I believe I do another Liquidation, and he uses Earthquake. I survive. I use Liquidation over here, which does good amounts of damage. Now I knew he wouldn't really do the another DD, so I switched to Skarmory because I knew he might use Earthquake here, and he did. I did this, and he died of poison, the toxic. Now he switched to I believe Bisharp. Yeah, I used Iron Defense over here, and two times my defense. He used I believe Sword Stance to two times his attack. Since I was still faster, he should have changed here. I used Body Press. He should have probably changed over here. Now I would technically speaking the video ends over here because like he just stops responding and like doesn't do much for the next 2 minutes. So yeah, I'll probably end the video here. As you can you will see at the moment that he doesn't do anything. So yeah, he loses by disconnecting or remaining inactive for the next 2 minutes. So I'll end the video here. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.